And watching out for you tonight, those wildfires burning from Oregon into California, Colorado, of course, dominating headlines again this week.
Across the western U.S., the fires have claimed at least 35 lives and have spread smoke and ash as far east as New York State.
Now let's check in now with meteorologist Alan Rose for the latest on what has been a very busy wildfire season. Alan?
Yeah, it sure has, Rob and Elizabeth, and we have seen the devastating impacts and effects from those western U.S. wildfires here on News 5 over the past couple of weeks. Right now, there are 66 active wildfires burning in the western U.S., and right now we're beginning to see some of that thicker smoke and haze push back into southern Colorado and, in fact, a large part of the country. So let's go to the maps. Taking a look here at the latest visible satellite image, that lighter gray shading or brown shading, that is smoke. You can see it all across the western U.S., extending now into the Rockies, southern parts of Canada, even as far east as the Great Lakes and New England. And this thick smoke and haze affecting air quality all across the northern tier of the U.S. You can see on this graphic here, the smoke indicated with that gray shading. The darker the shading, the thicker the smoke, and also those red highlighted areas, those patches, those are active spots of fire or larger wildfires here burning in the western U.S. Now, according to NBC News, they're saying that some of the worst air quality in the world right now is found across the west coast of the United States. Let's talk some numbers. Total acreage burned so far in 2020 in Colorado, we are approaching 300,000 acres. Total acres burned across the United States this year, over 6.7 million. And when you compare that to the 10-year average, you can see we're well above it. And what's not good looking forward is that in many areas, we still have several months of this peak fire season to go. And putting this all into perspective for you, in the U.S., again, we burned just about 6.7 million acres. Compare that to roughly the size of most of the News 5 viewing area, which includes El Paso, Pueblo, Fremont, Teller, Custer, Huerfano, Crowley, and Otero counties. You can see there's been a lot of charred land here across the U.S. of A. Now, big question is, what is leading to these wildfires? And the answer, unfortunately, is a warming climate, record heat, and unseasonably dry conditions. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. I'm meteorologist Alan Rose, News 5.